Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. It is Coachella season and everybody's favorite influencers are on their way out to wherever the festival's held, and there is already some drama popping off over on TikTok in regards to one of these brand trips. This was not exposed by somebody that was actually on the brand trip that was invited by the brand. It was just exposed by somebody who's staying at the hotel. Well, this lady was lounging by the pool and she said she had been there for a few days and that this brand was setting up and making sure everything was perfect for when these influencers actually arrived. Like, they were working like late into the evening to make sure everything was perfect, decorating all the rooms for all these entitled influencers, because you know they have to have every single piece of merch, they have to have every single item, they have to like just be catered to. So in this video, she did not actually say who the brand is, but a lot of people are thinking that it's Supergoop, and that's why they were putting like all the stuff into the pools, because they're like, oh, it's sunscreen. Well, the tea is, allegedly, there are a few different groups of influencers that have arrived and they are there at the hotel ready to be on this brand trip and go to Coachella. They will not go outside and get in the pool or do whatever kind of content they're supposed to do in the outdoors to help this brand. Apparently, it's gotten to the point where there's like only one group that has actually gone outside and participated, and the people that actually work for the company, when they have to run back inside to get like water or something for one of the influencers, if they see other people that are on the trip, they will be like, hey, do you want to come outside? Do you want to do this? And it's like, we'll get to it later.
Staying at a hotel for Coachella where they're also hosting an influencer event, and it is truly insane to see what happens behind the scenes. I've been going to Coachella for 3 years now, and I always car camp, so I never really see what the influencers do, just hear the stories about the bad behavior. And I can't even qualify this as bad behavior because I don't know what's in their contract, but I can definitely qualify as antisocial and kind of wasteful of the opportunity that you have. These girls from the brand arrived here on Tuesday. It is now Thursday, and they've been setting up now for 48 hours. They've been running around the pool, putting in pool floats, blowing up tires, changing the like little name license plates on bikes. They've decorated each room within an inch of its life with it, like stuff from the brand, stuff for the girls, workout sets. Girls were here when I arrived yesterday at noon. I don't know what time they arrived. I know they arrived the day before, and they were working till 11 p.m. at night. And the influencers started arriving today around noon. They've all arrived. One group out of the 5 we've seen that's actually come out to the pool. It's like an outdoor brand, so obviously they want them to be creating content in like the sun and outside. The other 4 groups have not left their room. They've sat in there all day. Every single time that like the social media team from this company sees one of them, because they like will leave to go to the lobby to get water or something, they're like, oh, do you want to come outside? And they're like, later. It's been 4 hours since they've checked in. These influencers just sit in the room. They don't speak to anyone. They're not enjoying the pool. Mind you, this is the pool. This hotel is beautiful. This looks like an Instagram threw up like set for you to create. Like, if you can't create content here, I don't know where you're going to create content. And all they want to do is sit inside and probably scroll on TikTok. It's really insane to me, as someone who had to pay for their own hotel stay here and is having the best time here, that you would want to sit in the dark and just scroll on your phone instead of like enjoy this.
Like, bitch, did you forget that you're not only there at Coachella to go and have fun with your friends or whatever, but you're there to work with these brands that are literally getting you in for free, that gave you this trip and spoiled your ass? You know that there are so many influencers that don't even fuck with some of the brands that they actually go on these trips with, and they just want the free trip, so they show up and they're like, meh, I'm not going to do anything. It's very much so reminded me of the brand trip from Tarte when they took everyone to Dubai and they were supposed to be using the product, but it was only like one Tarte product that you actually saw in the whole entire video. Everything else was just something else. I do wonder what other drama is going to be coming out of Coachella, because the 2 weekends that they have this is actually like very, very messy every single time. James Charles always gets into something when it comes to Coachella. Or will we get Manny lying about something again? I know, I'd be shocked. Brittany Broski is in the drama right now because Tana Mongeau, on her canceled podcast, while she was talking to Trish as well as Brooke, she let it out that Brittany Broski actually turned down coming on the canceled podcast, and it was very much so one of those reasons of, I really do like you as a person, like you're cool, like we're chill and all of that, but I cannot publicly associate with you and come on the podcast because my fan base, her followers, are not going to be very happy with that decision. And to me, honestly, that's just like giving fake as fuck. I can't stand when people will like talk to you behind the scenes, but then in public they act like they do not know you. There are many times that has happened to me on social media. It's actually why I don't really like talking to influencers or talking to many people online, because I could literally pull up my DMs of people that will not tweet back to me or say anything to me on social media, but will send me a DM and be like, hey, I saw that you said this about this person and I completely agree with you.
I texted her and I was like, I would actually fall over and die to have you on my podcast if you're ever feeling like doing charity, LOL.
I love the way you asked someone. Yeah,
I set it up very much like, you are so above this, but like if you ever wanted to come stoop down to the slums, we're here and we'd love to have you, Brittany.
Yeah.
Whatever. And she said, OMFG, you know I love you, but my fans would literally and grill me on a campfire if I did.
And grill me on a campfire.
And then I said, why? And she didn't answer me.
See, I really love her. I think she's so funny, but that really bothered me, actually.
Of course. I mean, that's literally, first of all, so rude just in general. Like,
I just think,
true.
Say you're busy. Like, say you're busy. Don't say, like, my fans all hate you. Because, like, she has so many fans. To say that, like, that entire group of people would and grill you on a campfire for associating with with canceled. Like that, you're basically saying that many people like look down on us and don't like us.
And I thought there was some crossover, like, because I love Brittany Broski.
Sure is crossover.
Like,
For sure.
I guess I just forget about my past, you know, and I'm like, okay, like, but we always have had that kind of relationship where when I see her, we have a lot of fun, but I know she doesn't want to be on the internet with me. And it like makes me feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh, fuck. Like
That gives me like a guy who doesn't want to be seen with you vibes. Like it just is like feels icky.
I'm not saying everyone has to do the canceled podcast at all. This just reaffirms to me that is no matter how well the podcast is doing, that there's always going to be so much of the influencer space who wants nothing to do with us.
It's just rude to say,
But then it's like, in some ways, I'm like, okay, that's cool that she just straight up was honest and like said her actual reason. But also, it's kind
mean.
of
You could just be like, oh, I don't think, our audiences would cross to
and
say that.
Do you really think, I mean, she knows her fan base better than anyone in the world, but do you really think that they would and grill her on a campfire for coming on the canceled podcast?
I really don't think so, because I think a lot of those same like people, like the people who I would think watch her, like the people who watch like Cody Ko and like Fibula and like those kind of people, and I feel like we have a lot of those people.
And even your problematic past is like not compared to the other people she's been on, you know what I mean? So it's just like
I was just thinking about like, you know what I mean, like just stuff a lot of other people have done of the podcast she went on, like in comparison to like Tana Con or the things that I've done that are bad. But then again, like maybe her fans just think I'm corny or something, like completely, you know what I mean, like just not.
What has she talked to all like several million of her fans?
just do a poll. And then
do you think she did a like Tana Mongeau poll?
That's like so weird. Actually, I hate it. I hate it now.
It really bothered me too, because I really like her too. So it like actually kind of pissed me off.
And I thought she'd want to come on. I was like, I was excited.
And she's the reason I'm a little strange about it is like she's pretty offensive in her humor and stuff. Like a lot of the things she said, she's not like PC about her jokes at all or anything.
No.
So it makes me.
And she's had her.
That's what I was thinking. It's like if it's not the offensive or the problematic of it all, like you're just saying like I suck and your fans think we suck. I guess I don't know. I mean I love her.
It's
I think she's so funny.
I love her too, Brittany. Come on.
Well, I don't think
Although I don't want anyone on this podcast who doesn't want to be on here.
That's so fair. I mean, I'm like so happy for all of her success, and when I see her clips, like I'm so happy for her, and I think she's so funny. So I just was like, I want to.
You know what? Just makes us want to do better.
I also think that like that is the whole lore with canceled. Like I have to accept that the influencer space is the way it is, and there's always going to be the like 50% who want nothing to do with this lore and this couch. It's just for some people and it's not for others though. And I have to,
but
like,
you don't need to be. I mean, the crazy rudeness. It's one thing to be upfront and be like, "Ooh, I'm kind of scared to come on it" or whatever. And another thing to be like, "My fans will absolutely kill me if I do because you guys are so awful." Like that's crazy.
She really took it like far too. She's like, they will literally jump in traffic, fucking.
real for that though. She really is.
And apparently Brittany Broski turned down going on the Just Trish podcast as well. Now, some of the fans of everybody involved are a little confused because they're like, you don't think anyone that follows you, Brittany, is literally following the Cancel podcast or the Just Trish podcast? Like, it's literally an audience that is like intertwined. It's like a lot of the same people. Come on. There were some people discussing over on TikTok in the comment section if Brittany is being held to like a different standard than if it was like a male influencer. An example that I saw people saying, because he actually went on both the Just Trish and Cancel podcast, is Leo Skeppy, who is now involved in his own drama where he had to come back and apologize for basically coming for fat people.
All right, to hit this properly, the ego is checked at the door. I got some shit to own up to.
So I guess it is time for our daily Gypsy Rose Blanchard update, because I was just scrolling over on Twitter and I saw that there has been an update. We know that she filed for divorce. We know that she is asking for spousal support, but now there is a little update here. Let me read it on to you. It says, Gypsy Rose Blanchard has filed a temporary restraining order against her estranged husband, Ryan Anderson. The restraining order arrives 3 days after Blanchard filed for divorce. I do not know exactly what is going on or the reason that she actually asked for the restraining order, but I would take a guess. I'd take a little stab in the dark, if you would. If she's gonna try to paint this man as crazy, I'm just letting everyone out there know that I am going to be one of the ones that actually believes it. I don't need to see any proof, evidence, or any kind of documentation for me to make my mind up about that, because he was literally pen pals and then married a woman that was in prison for killing her mom. Okay. I did want to look up though to see if it was a release as to the reason why she asked for this temporary restraining order. I can't find any information on that, but I did see this when they were talking about the spousal support. She wants long-term spousal support, and the reason being is she's in need and the defendant has ability to pay, and she is not at fault for the dissolution of their marriage. Now, he is a special education teacher in Louisiana. My mom at one point was a special education teacher, and let me tell you, they do not make that much money. No teacher makes that much money, let's be completely honest. I don't know anything about that man's finances, but can he actually afford to pay spousal support? Because isn't she worth like $3 million something? And let's just keep it completely real right now. If she's so down and out and she really needs the help financially, she can come back to social media and she can get herself some brand deals, because her social media wasn't exactly like, she wasn't getting any views and nobody was interested. At one point, she had millions upon millions of people watching her. And honestly, even if she only had like 50 to 100,000 people watching her, she could still get herself some pretty decent brand deals. Now, I don't know how that would affect her parole, because I know that she did kind of like mess up a little bit there with the way that she was saying that she doesn't really identify with murderer, which goes against the parole, because I mean, you literally had to tell them that you've learned from your mistakes while you're in prison and how you're gonna like better yourself and you're not gonna do it again. Can we get back to teachers not getting paid enough? Because every day on Twitter, I see numerous videos of school fights happening and teachers getting like dragged down to the ground and getting hit themselves. They do not get paid enough to deal with that bullshit. Y'all, Glamzilla is getting exactly what she wanted. She tries to create these viral moments over on TikTok, and I don't know if she expected this one to go as viral as it has, but I've been telling you for the past couple of days about how Glamzilla has been called out over on TikTok for allegedly lying during this hack that she did, where she took a red lipstick and she was turning it transfer proof by like blotting it and then spraying the One Size setting spray on her lips. Well, a user by the name of Colby over on TikTok called her out and said that she was lying and she should basically be embarrassed because she tried it out for herself and it was still transferring. As a lot of us know, Glamzilla responded to Colby the other day with her own video where people thought that she was being like very condescending and just like downright mean. Well, in the response video, Glamzilla actually used a Fenty liquid lipstick, which is going to dry down and people say it's transfer proof. There was a lot of people going back and forth in Glamzilla's comment section as well as Jeffree Star's comment section, because he did chime in on this drama himself. And they were saying like, why are you gonna do it with a liquid lipstick? Of course, those are gonna dry down, and if you blot them, they're going to be transfer proof. But aren't majority of liquid lipsticks supposed to be transfer proof? Like, isn't that one of the things that Jeffree Star always boasts about his own brand, is that they're sucking proof? Well, Jeffree Star chimed in and basically said that this Colby lady was lying and that she just was not doing it correctly.
They're lying to you. It's 3 p.m. in the beauty community and I'm already being called a liar.
Oh, baby, the girls are fighting again. What the hell is going on with the beauty community today? Okay, baby, so Glamzilla, girl, what's the tea today? Okay, now all jokes aside, there is a lipstick hack going around. Miss Glamzilla, she put on a beautiful red liquid lip. She dabs it. She sets it with the One Size waterproof setting spray, and it lasts her all day. People are saying she's a liar. Someone tested it out and called her a liar. She then refilmed another video and said I wasn't. Baby, I'm here to settle the score. Don't judge my hair, okay? I slicked it back in the shower. I was in the middle of a meeting and I got so many tags. Jeffree, try this now. Okay, so we're here. We have the setting spray. I grabbed a red lip and I was gonna use my own, and then I was like, oh, no. The girls are gonna say he's biased. So I dug through my drawers and baby, I found this Dolce & Gabbana liquid lip. Let's apply it and do the exact way that they did, and let's see who's lying. We're gonna go in with this liquid lip. This is the Dolce & Gabbana liquid lipstick. Oh my God. And just like Glamzilla, no cuts, okay? Ooh, girl. Okay, the lipstick is applied, and I just realized, of course I could cut, because unlike most everyone else, I'm not a liar. Take the paper towel. Right? Okay, so there it is. There's the dab. She then takes the One Size setting spray, and she goes ham. Okay, here's the true testament. It worked. Can we all shut the f up now?
But people were clocking Jeffree because the lipstick that Jeffree actually pulled out to do, he held up one of his own and he was like, but people think that I was biased towards it. But isn't that once again one of the sucking proof liquid lipsticks in his hand? But also, if you put a liquid lipstick on your lips and then you go to blot it, whether you do like a little bit right down the middle or a lot of it, it's still going to show up on like a paper towel if you blot it. The lipstick that Jeffree decided to use when he was showing if this actually worked for people out there was literally the Dolce & Gabbana that he reviewed on February 1st of this year that says no transfer in the name of it. Girl, how are you gonna do a no transfer hack with a liquid lipstick that literally says no transfer?
What is on the chopping block today? Oh, baby, I got a $42 liquid lipstick, and it's by Dolce & Gabbana. We have 4 shades. Let's look, let's swatch, let's cry. I know, I'm not kidding. $42, what the hell? We're gonna see what this looks like. Dolce & Gabbana has a new product out. It is the No Transfer Liquid Lipstick, made in Italy by Dolce & Gabbana. Ooh! Okay, what does it look like? Dolce & Gabbana, another fashion house. Oh! Okay. So here's a close-up of the product. This is the Devotion Liquid Lip. It's supposed to have a precise applicator. Let's see if that's a lie. Oh, that's different. Okay, this is supposed to be infused with avocado. It's supposed to remain soft and lightweight and make sure my lips are nourished throughout the day. Baby, let's get to swatching. Okay, this is in shade Orgogala. The names are very interesting. I'm just gonna, so that was one dunk. Let's give it a swirl. We're not even gonna cut. Let's go right into it. Oh. Ah. Oh. Oh, she has pigment. Oh. Okay, this is one dunk, y'all. We haven't even put in the liquid lip applicator again. This is just one dunk, no lip liner. Okay, this is literally one dunk of product. Okay, let's let it dry and see if it's really transfer proof. Okay, it's been 2 minutes. Let's take some clean fingers. Mwah. Nothing. Let's take the mirror. She's a little dirty. Nothing!
Here's my deal with this whole entire situation. It is so fucking surprising to me how many grown-ass adults for views over on TikTok are literally spraying an aerosol, a One Size Beauty setting spray, or just a setting spray in general, literally up their nostrils and into their mouth to see if a hack works for their liquid lipstick. If you have to go through that much pain and trouble to try to get your liquid lipstick to not transfer, get a new product. Like, honestly, this is ridiculous. You're literally putting your health at risk for some kind of TikTok hack for some clicks and some views. I'm just sitting here imagining how disgusting that feels up inside of someone's nostril. It reminds me of like back in the day, my mom was obsessed with hairspray, okay? Like when we were cleaning out her house after she passed away, there was like a film on her bathroom floor of Aquanet. That is how much Aquanet she used. It took her a good long while to get out of like the old school hairstyle with it like puffed up in the front, but that lady loved herself some fucking hairspray. And I know how bad that stuff smelled and how it would linger in the air. I can only imagine how disgusting that feels, not only in the nostrils, but like inside of the mouth. With the amount that people are literally spraying into their mouths and up their nostrils, it looks like it's gonna make like a thick coating on it. So I don't think that that would be really comfortable during the day. So in Glamzilla's response video to the lady calling her a liar, she used a Fenty liquid lipstick. But in the original video that Glamzilla posted about this hack, she was actually using a red bullet lipstick.
This is a hack for all my lipstick girlies. Okay, you know how you have lipsticks that transfer, but they're so amazing? I'm gonna show you how to make them transfer proof. So, this lipstick transfers, but it's so good, right? Here's what I did last week and it worked. Blot a little bit off, okay? Then this One Size setting spray, the On Till Dawn mattifying waterproof setting spray, spray it on your lips. Let it dry, and then look. I'm telling you, this is so good. This is the One Size On Till Dawn mattifying waterproof spray. You need to try it like this. You're gonna love using it like this. Ugh. Enjoy.
So I do not know exactly why this is working for some people and it's not working for others. There are people that are getting called sheep inside of Jeffree Star's comment section because you know everything that he does, he can do no wrong. But then there's a lot of people that are calling Jeffree Star a liar as well and saying that he really doesn't care about this and he just wanted to get in on the viral moment. I don't know, you guys are gonna have to let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I think this microphone is actually dying right now, so I'm gonna get on out of here. And please leave me a lipstick emoji down below if you've made it this far in the video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye.